Oh, Damson, so wonderful to have the opportunity to talk to you. How are you doing? How are you holding up?
I'm good. I'm in London right now. It's freezing. But my mom's up the street, so that's what's important. That's why I'm here, because if it wasn't for that, I'll probably be in the Bahamas.
Well, listen, I can relate because I'm talking to you from Toronto, Canada, where we have a ton of snow. But I got to tell you, Damson, well, Snowfall. Hey, what? That's a great segue, don't you think? Wow, that was
That
pretty good. In a different kind of
was
snow,
amazing.
very different. But I got to tell you, this show is off the charts here in Canada. We absolutely love it. And I've had the great opportunity to talk to you even from day one when this show kicked off. And my
Bless you.
God, have you ever grown with this character and this show? How amazing. Can you believe it? Season four.
It's just incredible, you know. As an actor, you hope that they pick up the pilot. So to get a season four, it truly is a testament to the work of all the creatives involved, testament to FX and Disney's belief in the show. And John Singleton's vision has come to fruition. And that's the most important thing.
Ah, absolutely. It's wonderful. Why do you think that we are all connecting with this?
You know, I always say this is a show that connects to various demographics. You know, you talk about the nostalgic feeling people get from watching the show, who were born in the 70s and 80s and 90s, and then you talk about Gen Z who are looking back at this show and seeing the educational side to it, seeing the correlation between some of their parents, and seeing why many of their communities are in the situations they're in today. So I think people could relate on that standpoint. But above all things, it's incredibly entertaining. And that is the job and of us as artists. And I'm thankful that we're at season four.
Absolutely. And the show, of course, this new season, you started shooting. Then, of course, we all went into lockdown, and then you weren't working for a while until you could. It was safe to go back, and you did COVID measures, I'm sure, and everything to go back to shooting. But when you had that time off, Damson, I'm wondering what kind of reflection you did with yourself, like maybe even about the character and maybe what you brought to season four after being in lockdown.
Well, it was interesting because what the pandemic taught me was who am I outside of what I do. So I took on new things. I stayed at the AKA hotel on Sunset Boulevard for months, waiting and waiting and waiting, staying in character. And finally, when there was no stamp on when we'd be back, I started to look into myself. I started to focus on other things. I started to try and learn Spanish. I learned an amazing word. It's called hola. I started to read more. I really started to focus on myself, and I think I've become a better man coming out of it. I turned 29 in the pandemic, and I celebrated Christmas alone, which means I'm still 28. Um, and it really is interesting to come at the end of it, finishing season four, and seeing that it was all worth it, seeing that the pandemic taught us to be more respectful to health, respectful to what others have been through during this time, and thankful that we're still able to do what we love during this time.
Yeah, amazing, amazing. So, what are we going to expect from Franklin in season four? Like, how much more intense is this show going to get?
Wow. It's just as gritty as ever. This season, Franklin Saint is piecing himself back together, both physically and mentally. And the influence from the Crips and the Bloods to the media, to police brutality, to racism, to government officials, to the lead, which is crack cocaine. Franklin is having to juggle all of this. He's having to prove to everyone that he's in control, but above all things, prove to himself that he's in control. And I think that's amazing
Yeah,
television. I think that's amazing television.
for sure. Yeah. Oh gosh, I cannot wait. Now I've got to make a mention, of course, because I love watching you and everything you do. Your Black Mirror episode, I love. I think I've watched it 15 times. But Outside the Wire on Netflix. Okay, working with Anthony Mackie. Seriously, this is something that was a little different for you. Action packed, of course. But come on, working with Anthony, you guys must have had way too much fun on that film.
It was too much fun. And I say it's the most fun I've ever had on a set. working with Anthony Mackie was a joy. He's like my big brother from New Orleans. He doesn't talk with the accent, but I tease him. I'd always be like, "Yeah, baby." I'm like, "Hey, hold that real fast. You hear me?" I'd always be teasing the New Orleans accent. He taught me about just the position and the light that you stand in. He taught me about responsibility, and he said, "There's no height that you can't reach. You know, as long as you keep your head down, keep quiet, and focus on your work." And the movie was a huge success, and it's Netflix's #1 movie, and I think 600 million minutes played. That's a milestone for my first action movie, and I can't wait to do more, and hopefully more of Mackie.
It's amazing. It really, truly is. And last, I just have to ask you: did he give you any Marvel tips, like any secrets that you can give us for us Marvel fans?
Oh wow! I mean, I don't know. We'll let the universe bring those roles to me. I'd love to be a part of that universe. I'm incredibly respectful to what they've created, and hopefully I can bring my talent to it too.
I would love to see you in a Marvel film. Well, listen, I'm telling you, Damson, it's always a pleasure to have the opportunity to talk to you. You are just so good in Snowfall. And I seriously hope that, after this pandemic, you'll come and visit us here in Toronto. It would be so great to talk to you in person.
I got so many friends out there in Toronto, bro. Like it's crazy. I gotta come out there, bro. I'll be there. I'll come.
I would love to see you. Thank you so much for your time today, and best of luck with everything. Take it easy, okay?